Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel LearnCoding. In today's session I will discuss general coding problem. The title of the problem is Sort Characters by Frequency. Now the problem statement is given a string S, sort it in decreasing order based on the frequency of characters. The frequency of character is a number of times it appears in the string, and return the sorted string. If there are multiple answers, return any of them. Now the sample input is, suppose the input string is tree, TREE. So in the output what we have to display, we have to sort this string in decreasing order. Sorting is implemented by two ways. One is increasing order, another one is decreasing order. Increasing order means first we have a lower frequency, then higher frequency, then higher frequency, and up to so on. In decreasing order, first we have to display the character which have large frequency, then small frequency, then small frequency. But here we have to sort the elements in decreasing order. Means first we display the string which have higher frequency. So in this string E have higher frequency, so first we display E 2 times, then we display R come once, so R we write here. T also have one frequency, so we write T only one time. Or the another output is, so E must appear 2 times, so we include E 2 times. After this we can include T first and R second, so both answers are valid. So explanation is, E appears twice while R and T both appear once, so that's why E must appear before both R and T. Because E have a large frequency, so we include E first, after this we include R, and after this we include T. So double E TR is also a valid answer. Means we have to sort the characters in decreasing order. The character which have higher frequency, that character will come first. After that less frequency character will come, then less frequency character will come, and up to so on. So now we discuss what is the method to solve this problem. The thing is, we can solve this problem using array, but in array the problem is, in arrays we can store only single value. You can store suppose you create an array and suppose the index is 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to so on. Now in this array we store the frequency, like E will come 2 times. Okay, we store the frequency of E here, then we store the frequency of T here, R here. Okay, but how we match the value, how we match that this frequency belongs to E, this frequency belongs to T, this frequency belongs to R. So in this way, so there is problem if we use the concept of arrays. So what I do here, I am using map. Here I am using the data structure unordered map. Okay, here I am using unordered map. Now in unordered map, what I do in the unordered map, we can store the value in the form of pair. We store the value in the form of pair, like the input string is tree. Now what I do for this, suppose first character is T, so I create a pair of char and int. I create a pair of char and int. Char is my first column, int is my second column. Okay, now the rule in unordered map is, the first column, this is the column 1, this is the column 2, column 1 act as a key and column 2 always act as a value, or you can say column 1 represent the index and column 2 represent the value. Now here first column is cat, so first t will come when we traverse this string tree. First t will come, so we store this character t here and we update the frequency of this t with 1. And at the starting time, by default on order map initialize all value with 0. After this r will come, we update the value of the frequency of the r by 1. After this e will come, so the frequency of e is also updated from 0 to 1, because at the starting time all frequency are 0, so 0 are updated with 1. Now again e will come, so at this key value e, the frequency is updated by 2. So in this way we store the value in the map. We store the frequency of every character in map, because here we also require character and int both. That's why here I am using unordered map. Now what I do, from this unordered map I transfer these values in a vector. Why? Because we have to sort, we have to perform the sort operation, we have to sort the elements, we have to sort these key pairs in decreasing order. So first I store the first value t comma 1 in a vector, then I store the value by r comma 1, then I store the value of e comma 2 in this way. And this column is, the first column is represented, the first column is represented by first and second column is represented by second in map. In map, first column is fetched by first, second column fetched by second. Now after transferring these values in a vector, what I do, I sort this vector in decreasing order. By default sort, now in vector sort function, by default sort function will sort the elements in increasing order, by default. If you check, if you analyze, the sort function will sort the elements in increasing order by default in vector. But in the question we have mentioned that we have to traverse the string we have to sort the elements in decreasing order of frequency. So the frequency of e is 2. So first, now we have to sort the elements in decreasing order of frequency. So for this I have to use a comparator function. So when I call this sort function, at that time I also pass this function, this comparator to this sort function. Okay, and this comparator function will decide how to sort the elements. So after sorting, what I do, I sort the elements by frequency. E have the higher frequency, so E come first. After this T will come, and after this R will come. Okay, and after this, in this vector, after sorting, now what I do, I display, now I fetch E has a frequency 2, so I display E 2 times. T have the frequency 1, I include T only once. After this R have only one frequency, then I include R one time, and after this I will display this string. The thing is, I traverse after sorting in decreasing order using the comparator function. I again traverse this vector, and I, according to the second argument, I include only first argument in the output. So now we discuss the code. So we have to complete this frequency sort function okay, and here's as an input argument, and return type is string because we have to return the string in decreasing order according to the frequency. So here first I declare a map variable, okay. I write here unordered underscore map, and this map is of char and int type, okay. Char is my first column, int is my second column, and map is a variable. So first I traverse the string, so I is equal to 0, I less than s dot size because s is our string, I plus plus, okay. We traverse the string from 0 index, okay. Then map of, because I told you that first character is represent as index, okay. So s of I means the value of the string second column is updated by plus plus operator, okay. So first suppose the input string is tree, okay. First t will come, so s of 0 is t, s of 0 is t, so at t 0 is updated with 1. After this r will come, 0 is updated with 1. After this e will come, 0 is updated with 1. After this again e will come, so 1 is updated with 2. So using this for loop, we store the values, we store the frequency of every character in this map. This is unordered map, so we store the values in any order. After this I create a vector v. Now I created this vector also in the form of pair, so that's why I write here pair char comma int using the standard template library, okay. I create a vector v. Now I traverse this map, okay. Now how to traverse this map? Now here I write using the for loop, I write here x is an undefined variable. It traverses element by element from map, okay. First I fetch the first value, then pushback is an inbuilt function in vector. Using this pushback function I input x dot first because first column is represented by first and second column is represented by second. So we input the value, in vector we input the value in the form of pair. First we input the value t comma 1 because x dot first is t, x dot second is 1. After this, when we come to second row, so first I write x dot first means r, x dot 2 means 1. Then when we come to the third row, so x dot first is e, x dot second is 2. So in this form at 0 1 2 index in vector, these values are stored in the form of pair. After this, what I do, after storing the elements in the vector, what I do, we have to perform the sort operation. So that's why I call sort function. Now by default sort function will sort the elements in increasing order, but in the question we have mentioned that we have to sort the elements in decreasing order. So that's why I pass 3 arguments. If we have to sort the elements in increasing order, so we write only 2 arguments in this way, v dot begin comma v dot end function we call in this way. But here we have to sort the elements in descending or decreasing order, okay. That's why I have to pass third arguments, that is comparator function, okay. So by default this will work, but here we have to pass comparator function. Now I define this comparator function, okay. So in the starting time I create this comparator function. This comparator function will return true or false, okay. And here I pass 2 pairs as an argument. So I write pair char of int. So a is my first argument, pair char comma int, b is my second argument. So it return true or false. It return if a dot second is greater than b dot second, then it return true, otherwise it return false. So according to this condition, elements are sorted in decreasing order. So in this video you can learn how to write this comparator function and we have to create this comparator function as static. If you forget to include the keyword static, compiler give you error. Now after sorting what I do? After performing the sort operation, the thing is in vector how the elements are stored. So first E will store in the form of pair, then T, then R. Okay, these values are sorted in the vector in this way. Now what I do, I create a string, resultant string. This ANS is a string because I have to return the string. Okay, so what I do, again I traverse this vector using the auto variable. X is an undefined variable. As an X is an iterator, we iterate the elements, we iterate the vector element by element. Okay, so first we iterate, we fetch the first value of the vector. Now in here we include second for loop, I is equal to 0, I less than x dot second. X dot second means 2. X dot second has a value 2 here. So 0 less than 2, condition true. So answer is equal to ANS ANS is empty here. So E x dot first means E, we include E here. After this I is updated, I become 1 less than 2, so again I is included here. After this I is updated, condition false. So after this outer for loop will iterated. So now we move to the second element. So now T is iterated, so T come only, so at this time here x dot second has a value 1, so T come only, T include only once. In a similar way R include only once. So in this way this output will display. After this we return this ANS variable and this string is returned. Okay, so thank you all for watching my video. If you like my video, then kindly share and subscribe my channel. Thank you all.